Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Eternal Beauty here, and I'm gonna be doing the Q&A that you guys have been waiting for. It's been a bop. Sorry if I've been absent all last week. I had work going on, and of course my dog getting old and everything. She can't even climb up on the couch or bed anymore. That's bad. It's getting really bad. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? I know, you can't even get up here. But without further ado, we're going to get right into this Q&A. So again, I apologize for my absence for the week of not streaming. Check the Discord. I'll be streaming all next week. I got the whole stream schedule posted in there. So hopefully I see you guys within my next stream. Elijah said, what made you want to do YouTube? So, oh man. What made me want to do YouTube? When I was a kid, I was probably around the age of, I don't know, I want to say, probably around the age of like 10, 11, or 12, somewhat around that age. This was back when YouTube first came out, and I was just watching funny videos and stuff, and then it evolved into a platform where all these Call of Duty YouTubers started coming in. Like, it was really popular and really cool to be like a Call of Duty YouTuber. So that was I think that also like encouraged me to do YouTube when I was like, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old. But that's when, you know, it was pretty cool to be like a Call of Duty YouTuber. So I would sit there and I would make little clips and stuff like that of just me playing Call of Duty. You can't find them anymore because I deleted that channel like way back. But then I also did like Pokemon walkthroughs and Let's Plays and stuff. It was pretty cool. I had a lot more subscribers on that account than I do on this account. So I was pretty up there. But it's hard starting over again because YouTube's whole policy has now changed, and it's a lot different from what YouTube was back then. Back then, YouTube was like so much more easier to use and so much more creative. Like, I would have like, I think the last one that I had was when Black and White 2 were coming out. I had my own customizable profile of I want to say who were the two legendaries, Zekrom and Resharm, I think so, but they were fused in with Kyrim, or Kyrim, whatever his name was, or whatever the case may be. They were fused together on the two of the sides, and you could see them all the way when you were scrolling down and stuff. And I had a whole black layout and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was definitely pretty cool. But yeah, there was this Call of Duty YouTuber called XJaws. I don't think he does YouTube anymore, but I used to watch XJaws like religiously, like when I was a kid. So that was what kind of made me want to get into YouTube. And then after that, I kind of just gave up on YouTube, deleted my old channels and stuff, and then came back, I want to say 2016, maybe 2015. I think 2015 was when I wanted to come back, because that's when I got introduced to Etika, and I started watching Etika's videos, and I was like, yo, this looks pretty fun. I'm gonna get back into it. And so I got back into it, and here I am today. So that's what made me want to do YouTube, was XJaws and Etika World Network. And then Ricky said, "Is there anything that will stop you from streaming?" Anything that will stop me from streaming? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that can honestly stop me from streaming. Yeah, like, I don't know if you meant like just like in general, or like taking a break or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna assume that you meant like in general. Honestly, no, there's nothing that can stop me from doing what I want to accomplish. This is my goal, and ain't nobody gonna get in my way. Simple. And then Chad said, what kind of ASMR will you do when you hit 1K? Probably gonna, you know, just make like moaning noises in the mic like I always do on stream. It'll just be that for ASMR people. So that's what I'm gonna do when I hit 1K. And then Elijah with another question said, what is your favorite game of all time and why? This is a pretty good question. I gotta I've got to say, my favorite game of all time, it's really a toss-up between Kingdom Hearts 2, Little Big Planet 2, or the whole Little Big Planet series, and I want to say like Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It's a toss-up between those three. I think all three of those are in the equal play field for my most favorite games. Kingdom Hearts 2, because when I was a kid, I didn't know anything what was going on, but the story really made me sad. And then that's when I got more into it when I was a kid. Little Big Planet, the whole series, because you can legitimately build anything in this game. It's crazy. You can build anything, and just the amount of creativity in this game is phenomenal. And I played this game when I first got my PlayStation 3 with so many friends. And we would stay up till like 3 in the morning. Like, and I was like in middle school at the time. We'd stay up till like 3 in the morning playing Little Big Planet. It was so fun. And the Majora's Mask, because that was my very first video game I've ever played. My very first game console was an N64. I played that when I want to say like in 2001 or 2000. I remember playing Majora's Mask, and ooh, okay, we're good. I remember playing Majora's Mask, and it was just an overall good experience, and it was a new world for me. I didn't understand it much. Dude, why does it look like I'm bleeding right here? Like, what the fuck? Majora's Mask was just the very first video game I played, so it's a toss-up between those three. But that's just basically my thing. And then IKEA said, will you ever cosplay as Waluigi? Waluigi ship posters are Nintendo Pickle Rick fans. And then my friend Matt said, why don't you love me anymore? That's a good question. No response. Was it Becky? Because I already told you that she was a fling. Wasn't anybody. And then Death Cab for Tina said, why were you a feature in Smurf porn? Because I'm the best at it. Why else? Charlotte said, #1 waifu. Juice said, what's the most embarrassing thing you know about Corey? I honestly don't know how to answer that. Oh, I think just knowing Corey back at like during freshman year was like the absolute embarrassing thing that probably for Corey. Yeah, he used to wear like brony t-shirts and stuff. Like I think that's the only like embarrassing thing about Corey. But he stopped doing that, and then he's out of that phase, so it's cool. Corey's still a good dude. And then Box said, how do you tame a horse in Minecraft? So what you're gonna do? This is probably a troll comment too. Oh my god. So what you're gonna do is you're going to first find a horse, continue to ride on it. It's gonna knock you off constantly, and you're gonna want to get back on it, and then yeah, you have to get a saddle, and then eventually it'll love you. So you gotta show it dominance, and then it'll be like, oh, this is the alpha male. You gotta respect the alpha male. Corey said, does your mom know you're gay? Not gay. What are your top 10 YouTube videos? How do you answer a question like this? I got no idea, dude. And then IKEA said with another question, what do you plan to do when normies attack? What the fuck kind of question is that? Chad said, what are your plans for if you ever get to 10,000 plus subs? Honestly, that's a good question. Honestly, I feel like, oh man, what am I gonna do if I ever get 10,000 plus subs? If I ever get 10,000 plus subs, I'm most likely gonna be quitting my job. Most of you guys know I'm a technician for Dave & Buster's. Yeah. Honestly, I would probably quit my job and I would go full-time for YouTube, honestly. Tyler said, when you made a channel, did you think you were gonna get this far? To be quite honest, no. And it's funny because if I ever, this is hard to answer. When you made a channel, do you think you're going to get this far? Honestly, didn't think I was going to get this far whatsoever. I kind of expected my channel to not get past 90 subs. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember this or not, but back when I was struggling in that 90 range, I thought that was it. I lost all motivation and everything else to stream and make videos. Basically, YouTube was just fucking me over like YouTube does with everybody else. And I'm still here posting this video on the website. But just like YouTube needs to go back to when it was good in like the olden like 2008 days, something like that. But that was when like everybody could get their clout and whatever the case may be. But now that like YouTube's just making it harder for small content creators to come up from the ground and stuff, like I'm still struggling within that almost 450 range. I'm struggling within that range right now. You know, I vary between 458 subs to 456. Like every week, I go up 2 and I lose 2 every week. So I'm back to struggling in that range. But I honestly didn't think it was gonna get this far. I was so close to giving up, and I just wasn't gonna be doing it anymore. But then, you know, that's when I got raided during a stream. I thought of a good idea of just streaming Breath of the Wild, which I've never streamed Breath of the Wild before. I think if I never streamed Breath of the Wild on that day, I would not be where I'm at right now. I would not be where I'm at. So I feel like me streaming Breath of the Wild was probably a blessing in disguise that I should have done. I should have done that from the start, like when the game first came out. But again, just I thought that nobody was going to like watch whatsoever, just because, you know, like I rarely get viewers anyways on my streams. I'll get like roughly about 5, maybe 7, and that's about it. I'm probably gonna go back and play Mario Odyssey, because I realized that when I played Mario Odyssey, I had 20 viewers at one point. And that was before all like the negative, that one negative fucking female that was like coming at me and shit like that. Whatever the case may be, I'm over that whole situation. But yeah, like that whole negative thing that went down, like whatever, like I don't care. You know, she took a video of me, she put it in her fucking gay ass vlog. But she just giving me clout, so I don't care. So thank you for that, for giving me clout. And then Ricky said, if you made it far enough streaming, would you quit your job? Yes, I would, without a doubt. I would definitely quit my job. Well, it depends. If I'm making more money streaming than I am, if I'm making more money streaming than I am at my job, I would definitely quit my job. But if I just get like 10,000 plus subs and I quit my job and I'm not making more money than what I made at my job, I don't think there would be any reason for me to be quitting my job in the first place. I think that'd be a very dumb move of me. So probably if I'm making more money streaming than I am at my job, I'll most likely quit my actual job and go full-time streaming. My friend John said, do you plan to play Magica this year? Yes. Or finish Divinity? Yes. To both. And then Cairo said, if you end up stop streaming on YouTube when you're bigger, will you ignore the subscribers you had on YouTube? Did you think that streaming could potentially be a full-time job? Okay, so I'm going to answer the first question real quick. No, I will not be ignoring the subscribers that I had on YouTube. Honestly, those are probably my greatest times that I've had. I've met a lot of cool people from the YouTube. Granted, even though you guys were probably like 2 or 3, maybe 4 years younger than me, maybe more. You guys are still some pretty cool people. Even though you guys are a tough audience to please, you guys are still pretty cool people, and you guys really do make streaming like really enjoyable for me. Like, I'm not even joking. But like, just seeing you guys like constantly tune in, especially my YouTube subscribers. I think my YouTube subscribers are the most loyal subscribers. I love it when I see you guys constantly tune in. It kind of keeps that same energy, makes me want to continue to keep going. You know, because I definitely want to get that blue check mark next to my name on Twitter. That's what you know what I'm saying. But I'm definitely trying to get that shit, you know, just so I could like have a bigger community and like, you know, bring people together, whatever the case may be. That's definitely one of the things I want to do. You know, and just want to make people laugh. That's kind of all I want to do. I'm not trying to be a comedy or a comedian, even though I am pretty hilarious, but I don't want to be the, like, you know, like the comedian stand-up or whatever the case may be. I kind of just want to like there's three things I want to do in my life. There's three things that I want, and they're all going to be career-wise that I'm going to hold on to. One is I want to make music for a living. That's one of the things I've always wanted to do since I was always in elementary school. And in middle school, I wanted to do YouTube and still do music at the same time. And then high school was when I discovered my inner talent for drawing, which I don't know if any of you guys have seen my drawing skills or anything like that. I'll show it to you guys. Alright everyone, I drew this. It's still not finished, but I drew that in high school. Also drew my favorite character, Sasori, from high school. I kind of just went the color in the hair, and that was it. But yep, that's that. And my most prized possession drawing that I've ever done, the one that I sincerely do love the most out of any drawing I've ever done, was this one. What is my own character in my manga idea that I have. This character is solely based off of me. Basically what I looked like a little bit in high school. I had fucking bangs and fucking hair and just like that exactly. I always kind of wore a beanie and shit in high school. And then I drew that same character. Oh, and a little fairy tale reference to Happy. Ooh. And then I drew that same character as to what he would look like when he was older. So I definitely, here we go, right here. Exactly what he would look like if he was older. Kind of basing it more off of my hairstyle when I got older as well. Basically the same eyes as me a little bit. Kind of bags under the eyes. Like, I don't know if you guys probably can't see it or not, but like I see it every time, and I'm in you can see like a little bit like right here. Yeah, like right around here. You can see that. Every time like I went, like, they're probably not that visible on camera, but when I look in the mirror every morning, like it's all purple and blue, like all under here. Kind of like I can see it right now. But I got a dark outline a little bit. It's a light dark outline right on my eyes because my bags are fucking terrible. But yeah, that's kind of my hidden talent for drawing that I had. I'm gonna definitely try and I'm gonna try and get more back into drawing. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to, because drawing honestly stresses me out to an extent. But I just gotta learn how to control it, and then I should be good. And then, do you think that streaming could potentially be a full-time job? I do think it has potential. My only problem is consistency, and I'm not talking about me, but I'm talking about getting a consistent fan base. If the fan base isn't consistent, I'm not gonna be able to live off of being a full-time streamer if my fan base is not consistent. And I kind of, you know, I hate to pin that against my audience and stuff, but it's also me too. If I'm not consistent, then you guys won't be consistent. But honestly, like, again, going back to my YouTube subscribers, they're very loyal. So anytime I stream, like, I see a lot of you guys are always there, and I really appreciate the ones who are always there. Like, no matter what, even when I'm streaming a boring ass game, you guys are still watching. You don't know how much I appreciate that when I'm streaming a boring game. But yeah, like, if I'm not consistent, if my audience isn't consistent, it's not gonna work out. If I'm consistent and my audience isn't consistent, it still won't work out. But if my audience is consistent and I'm not consistent, my audience is gonna disband and go off to somewhere else. So I can't kind of have that happen whatsoever. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, like, streaming definitely does have a potential to be a full-time job. It's gonna be really hard, and you need to get a bigger fan base. You definitely do need to get a pretty big fan base for that. It's I don't know. It's definitely going to be a challenge though, to get consistency. I know consistency is pretty hard, but both people have to be consistent. I and my fan base have to be consistent in order for it to be a full-time job. It's a two-way street. Like, you both got to meet in the middle. That's exactly how it's got to be. But all right, thanks guys for watching this Q&A video. This is the first one. I'm probably gonna do more Q&A videos in the future. I'm actually very surprised by how majority of these, besides the troll comments, about how majority of these are actually serious comments. Like that, like I really do appreciate everybody who left a serious comment. Kind of fuck the people who didn't leave a really serious comment. You know, thanks for wasting my time, but it is what it is. I appreciate, you know, a couple of funny ones every now and then. That's fine, you know. It is what it is. But hopefully I do get to see you guys, or majority of you guys who are watching this video, to see you guys in the next stream that I do. But again, if you guys don't know what the stream schedule is, make sure you click the Discord link in the description below. Head on over to stream schedule and announcements, and you guys will be able to see when I go live and what my stream schedule is going to be for that week. So I highly recommend doing that. Make sure you guys in the Discord do keep announcements and stream schedule unmuted. You can mute any other channel you want, I don't care, but even if you keep stream schedule and announcements muted, that's all on you. I don't care. But it's just what I recommend. I recommend keeping announcements and stream schedule unmuted. I'm the only one who is allowed to be posting in stream and announcements, so I'm not going to blow up anybody's phone or whatever the case may be. I'm not doing that. If you want to mute general, all the other kind of stuff, go for it. I don't care. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time, and until then, you guys take care.